So I've been playing a lot of Marvel Rivals ranked, particularly, and I've been finding it to be super enjoyable, except maybe the part where I had to climb out of bronze hell. It's a super fun game. Marvel Rivals is a very fun game with what I think has pretty interesting elements to it that make it a bit more enjoyable than things like Overwatch 2, at least personally for me. And in this video, I'm going to talk about something that maybe a lot of you don't know about just yet in regards to NetEase's latest hit, but that's gotten close to 650,000 players 4 days ago as of the recording this video at the start of the new season, at least on Steam alone, right? That's huge. And this video is going to be about bots that are utilized by both NetEase, the developer company, and potentially bots that are being utilized by player accounts. So let's talk about it. There was a forum post some time ago that talked about, hey guys, you need to check this information out that someone made on the Marvel Rivals subreddit. It's about bots. And in summary, these bots are actually being utilized by NetEase to essentially retain players. So it's a player retention strategy, right? So if you have, let's say, a few players are on the loss streak in quick play, let's say you lose 2, 3, 4 games in a row, you'll feel demotivated. So the company puts out a bot lobby for you to essentially, crush, and that makes you feel good, so you keep playing. So that's kind of the strategy. And for those of you who might be appalled at this, it's actually pretty standard. And even past games like PUBG or even Fortnite has bot lobbies. So NetEase also has had bot lobbies for Naraka Blade Point. They have a history of putting bot lobbies for their mobile IPs, if you look into it. So it's not like a dark, dirty secret, at least in this kind of like genre or even this live service kind of game. It's just what it is. Now, as to the debate about whether there should be bot lobbies or not, this video is not exactly about that. I just want to clarify the context of it here. So the Reddit post kind of goes on to say, bots only appear in quick play, not competitive or ranked. And we'll talk about that here soon. After 2 consecutive losses, your chances of being put into a bot lobby in quick play are very high. If you're put into a bot lobby, it'll typically be 4 human teammates plus 2 bot teammates total versus 6 bot opponents on the other side, just to kind of guarantee you that win. And we do have a bunch of footage. Other creators have a bunch of footage kind of going over replays and quick play to kind of see what the other team's doing. And there's like videos of players or bots moving in unison, stacked on top of one another, going the same path over and over, casting the same thing, shooting at walls, your typical thing, having really weird just gameplay. And also, there have been reports, from some people that I know where they try to talk to their teammates and their teammates just don't talk back. Or if they do, it doesn't feel like it's a human talking. We'll again talk about that in a bit. You'll be penalized though if you do end up in these bot lobbies and you want to leave and not play against bots. You'll still be penalized for leaving the bot lobbies. All bots are account level 1, and this is actually very key in going to the next point, which I also tested by going through some of the match history and quick play I had, that some profiles, if you suspect them of being bots and you have something showing up that's completely locked out, restricted, right, as opposed to limited access for other human profiles or actual player accounts, that's a bot. So if you go through your history now and check it out, you might find some bots in your match history. And, of course, the discussions about whether NetEase or even Marvel Rivals should even have bot accounts involved here is a big matter of debate, because some people, this kind of thing has shaken up people's perspectives on what might be going on in Marvel Rivals. Are you training AI or bots or off of human, gameplay? Are you inflating numbers for Marvel Rivals somehow? But I do also kind of want to focus here real quick on ranked, because I'm not sure if it's intended or if it's a product of player involvement now that we're starting to see bots or bot-like behavior. I don't mean like, oh, they're so terrible that they playing like bots. I mean, legit, I've been in games where I look at my teammates and they're standing there shooting at the wall, running into the wall, or doing the same skills over and over, or doing the same thing over and over again. I've had supposed bots basically kind of stand there and not really play like a player in ranked. So this kind of, for me, is up in the air. And I would love to, because I love this game. Like, I love playing this game, and I've been playing ranked a lot. And I just want to see any kind of official clarification from the company itself. Like, do you have not just in quick play or the casual play for Marvel Rivals bots or, bot accounts, but are you also doing it ranked to try to kind of like make sure people keep playing ranked? So this is a problem, especially if you're like not only going up against bots in ranked to essentially get easy, rank gains, but it's a problem, especially if you are playing with actual bots that will essentially have you stuck in a rank. Now, I want to make clear, I'm not accusing the company itself of doing this for ranked, because in some aspects, from the company perspective, I get why, just like other companies did for other IPs, why they are putting bots in quick play. But I just want to see if that's the company, and I think this is a more plausible scenario, right? If players are now like getting the picture here that they can bot, right? I mean, you could probably set up something, at your computer for Marvel Rivals and just have your account play through ranked, and just kind of like throwing a dart, see where you end up at, while you yourself, you don't really play, you just kind of go off and do whatever until you get to maybe a higher rank. So there might be players that are utilizing bots, and that's just something I feel like will taint the ranked experience or the competitive experience, and that's something that should probably be looked into, on top of the, of course, obvious moderation issues like having Jew genocide as a username that's not being moderated, right? So that's kind of the point of this video, right? First, to bring awareness to the fact that yes, bots do exist in this game from the company side, but do bots also exist not just for quick play from the player side, but for ranked? Because I think, based on my interactions with some very suspect accounts in ranked so far, and the way they kind of like reply back seems pretty like uniform sometimes. Some players, not players, some accounts just kind of say random things without, they type. They don't ever say anything in voice chat, but they type while they are moving and casting abilities. I'm like, what the hell? Because typically when players get tilted and you're looking at them and they're, furiously typing on their keyboard before they resort to the mic, they stop. But I have seen accounts or other players where they're somehow typing while casting like 2 to 3 different skills and moving at the same time. Like, I'm not exactly sure how that exactly is done. I mean, that's a god gamer, I guess, if you can't do that in Marvel Rivals on a mouse and keyboard, right? So there's very suspect activity there. And the way, like, sometimes some of these suspect accounts have typed back when you ask them something, like basically saying the same. I mean, I swear I've met 50 people in ranked so far saying the same insults, monkey or something to that effect, right? And it's kind of weird. So I would just love to know if that's just players botting or the company putting it in there. Who knows? At the end of the day, I guess, like, just to prevent that, at least from your side happening, maybe do a 6-stack instead of like a 2-stack or 3-stack or 4-stack, right? And it's a bit interesting to actually read the responses to the existence of bots in general in Marvel Rivals. Like, the poster here on this forum said, I got MVP on that game with 23 eliminations as Iron Man. I was so proud, but my friend investigated the replay and pointed out that half of the opposing team's behavior was too unrealistic to be human opponents. I was extremely disappointed and motivated me to finally make this trend. Some people are like, oh, it's standard. And some people are like, oh, it's about player retention. And some people are arguing basically that there shouldn't be bot lobbies in Marvel Rivals, because for one thing, if there are no bot lobbies in ranked or any presence of bots in ranked, their only real option is to go ranked. And a lot of people aren't really into ranked play, or the kind of like attitudes, I guess, they're not really comfortable with when it comes to competitive play in general. So I get that. But at the same time, it's kind of, again, causing the question, are the numbers inflated potentially from the company side? I think there needs to be some sort of official clarification here, regardless of how people feel about bots, right? Probably one of the most reasonable takes I've seen so far, at least on the Reddit thread, is from Nightshade. The fact that you can even get bot games after wins, which I guess happens, and that the game doesn't tell you that you're against bots is what gets me about this. You don't want to learn new heroes in comp because people will understandably rage at you for doing that. But if you try to learn a hero in quick play, you have to second guess if you actually are getting any better on that hero, or if the game is just making you think you are because it's handing you free wins in the form of bots. I get that for some people, the only thing they care about is a dopamine rush of winning, and they don't care how they get there. But for some people, they have fun by being able to see themselves improving on the character against other players, and the ability to have that fun is undermined when you have to second guess if you're actually getting any better, or we're even playing against real people, and not just bots designed to lose to you. I think it's pretty interesting. Just kind of need reactions, and I'll kind of leave you guys with another creator a month ago kind of going over some of the things I just talked about.
At least they're running 2-2-2. They actually block damage. They actually use their ults. They actually use their abilities. But they always run in the same path, chat. They never take alternate paths or anything. They're always running in the same path. That's crazy. There's no way this is actually in the game. There's no way people buy these cheats and play ranked and probably don't even play ranked themselves. They probably let the AI play ranked and then go outside and eat some grass or take a bite of a tree or something. There's no way. There's no way. Do you guys think Marvel Rivals is maybe, you know, making bots in quick play games to make it look like their game is very popular, chat? I don't know, bro. Is there really 392,000 people playing Marvel Rivals right now? Most of NetEase mobile games are bots and super low elo games. Ooh. I also feel like the top 500 leaderboard, if there was like 400,000 people playing, that's just on Steam, remember. I feel like, here, and I'm coming back to this, chat. I feel like if there was 400,000 people that's on Steam, plus you have all of like the, what's the other stuff? You have the console, and then you also have Epic. It's also on Epic Games. I feel like there would be a lot more people in the top 500 leaderboard, right? I understand there's 500 now, but I feel like there would be a lot more people actually grinding this game. This is a global leaderboard, by the way, chat. I feel like there would be a shit ton of more people in Diamond. There's no way only 85 people are in Diamond. I don't believe that. College Finals Week. I still don't believe College Finals Week limits that many people. You're talking about the whole world, bro, not just NA. I don't know, man. That's a good debate. Who knows? I mean, the only other game that I know that adds bots to their game to make it look like real players is Fortnite.